Okay, here we go. Well, good morning. It is time for Coffee Connect time. Let's do our recording here. All right. Good morning. Here we are.
Good morning, good morning.
Carlos and Chantel, my bride. Coffee Connect time. And it's real. We actually got done a little early, or got here a little early, so that's cool, right? 1 minute early. Yeah, it's been good. We kind of adjusting things, if you haven't noticed, with our Coffee Connect, even on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. And our discussion, our topic is work-life balance, just kind of talking about things that we do and how we do it. Because it is about balance for sure. Creating that balance, creating that time to communicate about it. We have our family connect time at 6:30, and then by 7:30, we're taking Hazel to school. One of us. Usually Chantel. Once in a while I do it if Chantel has a client or mentorship. But it is, I was, one of the things I was communicating about. Some more coffee.
There's time change too.
Yeah, time change. How's that for you guys? One of the things I was communicating was about how important it is to master your calendar. If you master time, you master your calendar and appointments and standing appointments. And one of the things that came up already this morning, one of my mentorships, which is super profound for me, and recognizing what we've done as a family and a couple, is even like doing this. We're just letting you in on what we do to process and what we do to keep things balanced, but then also communication, right? And one of the things is calendars, how you create feedback loops through your calendars. And it's important to have a feedback loop. It's important to create something that holds you accountable to what you want to accomplish. And for us, this is one of them. Like, we meet in the mornings after Chantel takes Hazel to school. Sometimes at the beginning of the month we'll do some financial planning for the month. But also, like, on this day is the day that Chantel focuses more on the ranch. And I love working on the ranch too. So in the future, I want to adapt because I used to have some days where I worked on the ranch a little bit because I enjoy it so much. It's not just Chantel. She works with the horses. It's part of her dream and balance. But we do have a ranch, an active ranch with horses and cows and sheep and goats. No, goats are gone now.
No go.
No goats.
We do have chicks.
And yeah, chicks and peacocks. But we have lots of animals that we have to take care of. And plus, we do have full time. My brother-in-law, amazing Jay Taylor, is full time for us doing this stuff. But we've got little projects always. So even that, I want to help him with them because I just enjoy working with my hands. I mean, it really, really brings me joy. And Jay and I were talking about that yesterday. But now first the feedback loop thing, because that is really cool. Like, I realized date night for us is feedback loop. And this also has to do with balance too, because you can put in your calendar your work things and your work appointments, standing appointments with clients and things. But if you don't have standing appointments for your relationships, your marriage, and that's where we talk about balancing through our acronym called CALM, keeps you calm and peace. But one of them is the M is marriage. It is important, which marriage is the highest relationship. So really that's what that represents, is relationships, personal relationships. You have to balance those. And so one of them I was just recognizing is that's a good feedback loop, is our weekly connection for our date night. Do you have a date night? It's a priority for us. However, this is where the however comes in. There are times where we go weeks without it. It's real. We usually, I will say, we're very intentional then in the weekdays to have a dinner away, just ourselves. We are, because that's a must. Like, we adapt. However, there is something really special about our cycle of rest and then giving our spouse the best. We hadn't had an official Saturday night date night, which just kind of talking about balance in personal life as we do. We love to rest on Saturday, to be lazy, cease from what we normally do, and then that night we're rested up and we love to connect and go on our date. I leave my phone off. We leave our phones off all day, then we go on our date. And because our phones for us really represent business of connecting with clients and things. So they know that Saturday we can't really be reached. Um, so that's our feedback loop though. And I realized like because we were at a retreat, hosting a retreat, then we were at volleyball tournament for Hazel, and then rugby game for Mateo, our son. These are our kids, and supporting them in their dreams that we hadn't had our official rest and date night in like 4 weeks.
Mhm.
And
the next 3 weeks
next
are
3 weeks can be similar.
same.
So we do, like I said, have then a weekday that we will connect and have our dinner and connection time. However, there's something really special and powerful about that. And it does create a good feedback loop. And it is funny because like I could feel that I call it out of sync. It happens. And so even on Saturday, our day of rest, then going on our date, it was like there was like this just out of syncness. And I was asking weird questions and making weird comments. And another thing that I chose to go to a movie. I was looking forward to a movie. And I'm just here to tell you, like, that's not a good idea. It's best if you like plan something where you're facing each other, playing a game, communication, open communication. There's better connection that way. Like, think about it. Movie, you're facing the screen, you're watching a movie. Yeah, you're holding hands or whatever, but really that connection comes. So we did kind of reconnect more on Sunday. To be honest, Sunday evening, we've kind of really, but it took that little getting back into it through our date night. But yeah, it was cool. We had some people come visit because that's another thing that will get the flow, change up our flow, is people come and see us. And we loved it. We had a blast. Getting to see Juanita and Malin.
Mhm.
Actually, it's Juanita and Abe. Excuse me, Abe. Peaches, the Peaches. So that was really cool. But today, and we started our busy day yesterday in our nightcap, but today is about the ranch. But these are the feedback loops. Even this day, talking about the ranch and the things that we're going to do as you get to be a part of our conversations about this. It is real. Like it's a good feedback loop for us. We get to share with you how we keep the balance, and you get to see how we also talk about life on the ranch.
Well, life on the ranch and just even balancing the home and not necessarily like, I mean,
Which this is our paradise.
yeah.
It's our place of rest. That was, I think, one of the greatest decisions we made together was to prioritize this ranch in the sense of having someone delegating to someone to take care of it full time because it is real. It needs that. And when we made that decision, like we were just talking, I was talking about this the other day. I'm like, if you would have told me even 2 years ago that I would have someone working full time just to take care of my paradise, my home, my ranch, I would have said, why do I need that? But if I'm gonna really take a day of rest on Saturday and then more about family on Sunday, I gotta pay to have it taken care of. Then it's real. But I love that he does such an amazing job.
Mhm.
He really does. Between Dad, Phil, Jay, and Michelle, the three of them are amazing. And then Chantel and I fill in where we can. But between the three of them, they really handle it. Jay's full time. Dad waters and takes care of the animals, which is awesome. And then Michelle just fills in with our Airbnb, cleaning that and taking care of stuff. And so we literally can travel anytime we need to, and they'll handle it. And they're amazing at it.
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of years that we were here, we didn't have anybody, so we didn't leave.
That's true. We didn't.
We didn't travel at all. the
And that
first
was
couple of
perfect
years.
timing with COVID, right?
Yeah.
Not very many people were traveling. So that year of COVID, and then
And which was, I think in the big picture, right? Like it was by design and we needed that couple of years to hunker down. Uh, Christina just made a post about shadow work. And I feel like that was a couple of years of our shadow work, just doing, pressing in and healing from some stuff
True.
and growing and learning all the things about, the animals and, learning Georgia, adapting. And so, then finally getting help and having the ability to travel again. It's like, so then we go full steam and now it's like the weekends we have home and
We
the
cherished.
ability to like just be on the ranch is sacred,
But I will tell you, if we didn't have that, if we hadn't made that decision and pulled the trigger on that, invested in having someone full time, I guarantee it'd be a whole different level of stress, man. Like it would.
You
Like if
wouldn't see
we,
me.
yeah, you'd never see
Just saying,
Chantel.
you wouldn't see me.
And then,
No.
I
I
I
wouldn't have
know
any
because
clients.
yeah, she wouldn't be able to help with any of the clients and working with the women and it would just it'd be out of balance. There wouldn't be the shalom. I mean, don't get me wrong, we definitely have challenges and stress. There's no doubt. For sure. We're just like you. We just have learned how to create the feedback loops and create things that hold us accountable, making that decision to invest and having someone here full time. And we're not talking just anybody. This guy's freaking skilled, like craftsman. That's the best way to say it. He's like amazing. He can build anything. He can do anything. He
Electrician.
just, oh, check this out. I got to brag on Jay. He just did something. First time he's ever done it. So Ricky passed away, my precious bull. And Jay took it upon himself, took the challenge, never ever done it before, to take the
Tan his hide.
tan Ricky's hide. I'm like, oh, I just want it to be a blanket or something. And he's like just finishing up. We're gonna have to get video of that. And he's also working on right now a project out front for our a big barbecue or not barbecue, a fire pit. We love being out there doing fire pits and bonfires and stuff. We have friends and family come and we do that quite regularly, especially in the summertime. And so we love that. That's something that's a priority for us for gathering and connecting outside and outdoors. So he's working on that too. That's one of his projects. He just goes after it. There's so much to do all the time. And then next big major project will be their place. He and Michelle's building their place. Right now, they're currently staying with us. And it's super awesome having them here. But of course, they want their own place. And now it's part of the process of then building out their place here on the ranch. Be the next step. So, but yeah, that was super cool. Talk about like, have you ever tanned a hide? Have you ever done anything like that?
It's a big hide.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was crazy. So we'll have that. Definitely take some video of that, pictures and stuff, because that's pretty cool. It turned out nice. It's a lot of work. That's what he said. He's like, because we were looking into just, you have to send it off, first of all, thousands of dollars. And he's like, I'll try. Because we were at a point where, like, we love Ricky. We'd love to have something to remember him by, but we're not attached to it. We can throw it away. And he's like, I want to try. We let me try. We let him try it. We asked him if he would be willing, and he did it. And it's awesome. It really is awesome. But like, I'd say at least 40 hours worth of work. At least like a full week or two. He'd probably tell you 2 weeks. Dude, oh my goodness. Because I had no idea all the work that's in it. And then that whole thing about stiff neck. I swear that came from a cow. Because like the neck part of where it was on Ricky is super thick and stiff. I don't know. Just the thought. See what we learned on the range. So, yeah, that was quite a cool thing. So he's willing to do anything and everything, and just like we have plenty to do. So, moving the barn too, as well, is one of the things we're figuring out the location to bring the horses and closer to us, because that's one of the next steps. We're going to develop the front 20 acres and be able to capitalize on our investment and be able to, yeah, develop that a little bit and put some 2 acre parcels out there. So that's like coming up. We're going to start really focusing on that. But yeah, this is the life, the balance. So that was the other thing I was talking to Jay. We probably will want to go out and look at. I know you're working on it with him, but the design of our fire pit area. We're gonna have a really cool design, and he's been working on that. He paints it out, draws it out, and he was working on it yesterday. So
You put the drain in for it.
oh yeah, he did. That's right. So but figuring out the barn location, we kind of mapped that out a little bit. I think that'll be the next step too. It's like him prepping the barn to move it. And then figuring out the actual spot so we can start creating the base for it. And then we need to figure out where we want to seed. Where we're moving the horses closer to the house. So we've got a guy locally and one of our neighbors who has a plow and a seeder, so we can seed our hills with some good quality grass for the horses. So those are all things that we'll probably want to get working on, and even maybe some materials for the fire pit. Yeah. There's a lot, but just one bite at a time. So, and that's another thing I want to encourage you, even about the feedback loop. So this part of our feedback loop of weekly checking in about the ranch, and we check in with Jay. The rest of the time, it's like we're heads down and working and focused. But Tuesdays, we kind of give some attention to the ranch. Chantel's out there, like I said, it's her day with the horses and her day working on the ranch and keeping
The
things
farrier
moving
coming today.
Yep, farrier. Do you know what that is? I didn't know what that was. It's a guy who does a little cleaning of the hooves of the horses, maintenance on the horses.
Yes.
But no, they're awesome. Freedom's out there. We have some videos of that. We should share more of those. They're really cool. We have some really cool horses. Shiloh, Freedom, and Rain. 3 horses out there. Then of course, miss our cows. There's not a cow on the planet that's as awesome as our girl, Lucy. Ricky and Lucy, yep, just like the old show. She's amazing. I mean, Chantel and I both just hug her, and she just stands there, loves
It
it.
gives good love.
She sure does. And she sometimes will go like a dog does. Oh, except for that tongue is so rough. So, anything else?
No. We got laundry.
Plenty to do. Yeah,
Plenty to do.
true, right? Catch up on the home front.
And the other thing that I need to address is like spring cleaning, get our closets cleaned out, and so
And bring it in. We network a lot too. Like we have that friend from the workout too. That's probably a good time to bring her in too, to help with the deep down cleaning. That's what we talk about too. So this is another thing about the balance of work and home, investing in that. Obviously, Chantel and I would love a clean home, and she keeps it very clean. However, that spring cleaning, the pollen starts releasing, dust builds up, and that deep down cleaning. Well, I can either have her help you with the community and the business, or she can work on the deep cleaning. So we made that agreement. It's like, okay, we're gonna get some help on some of this stuff.
and quite frankly, with our
'Cause of time.
schedule
Yeah,
and
exactly.
traveling, like
Yep.
there's just if Tuesdays are just even my maintenance day and catching up on the ranch and
Yep.
all of those things, I literally don't have the space and time for deep cleaning my home.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and it is so worth
It's
it.
just our current reality.
Yeah, it's so worth it though too. Like you got to make decisions on what you're willing to release in order to receive and do things even that are going to create more benefits, right? You said that last night. It was profound. It's true. It's like we can bend over trying to save money. She can work her tail off, have a lot more pressure and weight and be stressed because, oh, now I've got to try to fit this in between appointments and I'm going to do deep cleaning. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden we're saving a few dollars here and there. But really, we were bending over, picking up pennies and pooping out $100 bills because working with our clientele and really keeping connected with them and helping them to be successful, then they stay, right? That's that feedback loop. They stay connected and they stay working with us. And it's good accountability for us to stay working with them and then working with us. It's beneficial for everyone. By the way, we will be in Indiana. What day is that? We've
The 21st.
so the 21st through the 25th. I know a lot of you are in Indiana, so we'd love to see you. There's quite a few of you that are in Indiana, so we are going to plan a little event on the 23rd where we gather an Epic Your Life gathering. We're there for a wedding to officiate a wedding. Ken and Hope, super excited for them. Super excited. Love them, love them. They're doing amazing. And so then we're going to officiate that wedding, help with the officiating. Ivan Slayball will be doing part of it as well. So super, super excited for that. And then, so the 23rd, the Saturday, the 23rd, a little over a week, yeah, it's not quite 2 weeks, right? Because today's Tuesday, but the 23rd, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, we will be having a Epic Your Life gathering. So stay tuned for that. We'll be posting that and talking more about it as it gets closer and where it's going to be. We just want to gather, have some food together, have some fun, play some games. We can find, if it's warm enough, we can find a place to do a bonfire. We would do it, but we'll see what happens. We're just trying to figure out a location. If you have any recommendations, reach out to us because I know a lot of you have connections and stuff there in Indiana. So we'll probably be in like the Napanee area, Indiana. So yeah, and be sure to put that on your calendar so you can come out. Bring friends, bring family. We may just do a little roundtable session too, or something where we all hang out and talk a little bit about what it looks like to improve our lives. And you guys can ask questions. Maybe we'll have a Q&A session. We just want to connect with you more than anything. Seriously. So it'll be awesome to get to see you then. Yep. All right. So we'll be in Indiana.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, have a great day. Hope this is beneficial. If you have anything you'd like for us to talk about or questions, we're always open to that to discuss. Our focus, like I said, during these Coffee Connect times is work-life balance. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Love you guys.
Gotta get to work.
Have a great day.